this is a little young girl. I mean, barely, at first she was barely a teenager, and a young friendly one, like, you know, like, not no sassy one, just liked her little horses and ponies and stuff, you know. Because she has Asperger's, so the other kids, she didn't relate to them because they were basically not stupid or anything like that. But, you know, she just didn't want to talk about what they talked about. You know what I mean? It didn't make sense. You know what I mean? It was imperfect. It's like, hey, you know. So anyway, let me put out a few of these things. We thought about it last night. We're thinking about it quite too. Suggested lifestyles from overconsumption. Suggested lifestyles. That means you choose your own team and you choose your own lifestyle. I'm going to skip a few things, and I'm going to go to, yeah, I'll go here first. By Allah's will, they routed them, and David slew Goliath. And Allah gave him power and wisdom, and taught him whatever else he willed. And did not Allah check one set of people by means of another, the earth would indeed be full of mischief. But Allah is full of bounty to all the worlds. So these, they point to something. We'll read that same thing again. Thereupon, by God's leave, they routed them, and David slew Goliath. And God bestowed upon him dominion and wisdom, and imparted to him the knowledge of whatever he willed. And if Allah had not enabled people to defend themselves against one another, corruption would surely overwhelm the earth. But Allah is limitless in his bounty unto all the world. This is a big deal. Just a closer translation. So they routed them by Allah's leave. And Dawood killed Goliath. We know that our struggle, and even all our old lectures, David and Goliath, or Goliath and his forces, if anyone remember all of those old lectures. Some of them 2008, that era, 2010, yeah. Atad he gave, bestowed, granted, that is in the past. Dawood was given the kingdom after the death of Talut, or Saul, and Samuel. Basically, what this means, that Allah gave him power, hikmah, wisdom, sagacity. Here it means nubuwah, or prophethood. He gave him that. That means he gave him power, he gave him authority, and alama, he taught him, instructed him, imparted knowledge to him. In other words, he gave the people of that era power, wisdom, and everything they needed to get the job done, and whatever else he would, Dive to push away, driving off, dislodging, repelling. If the good people don't repel the bad people, although the bad people are Shaitan's crew, they have a head start on us right now. They have a head start. They're institutionalized all over the world. This mean crew. You know, they're institutionalized. But Allah, when we do our work, Allah will give us power, ability. Ability means power means the ability to get things done. So Allah will allow good to overcome evil, because those people that have dedicated themselves to doing good, Allah will infuse them with the ability to repel all of the evil, well, not all of it, but most of the evil that's going on. And then these mufsids, fasad, the evil that's going on in the world, Allah gives the human being the ability, right? As He gave it to as many other ayahs, as He gave to those before, right? That they can repel evil. So we in good. We got the Quran on our side. Hey, it's a big deal, I'm telling you.
That's what Allah tells Ibrahim. I think that He gave Ibrahim the book, the wisdom, and the kingdom.
And the kingdom.
Right.
And the kingdom.
Right.
And right here, the ayat with Sabbih isma rabbikal a'la alladhi khalaqa fasawwa walladhi qadara fahada. So look at it. To bring them into existence. I mean, to bring something, khaliq, to bring something into existence, me and you. Then taswiyah, set in a nice form and shape, you know, psychologically, emotionally, physically, and giving us a hand. The white man said that the human being is superior because he's got a brain and a hand. Good, you can make tools. Other animals, a bear can't make too many tools. He got too many claws, all that stuff in the way, right? Right? I mean, a horse can't, they got hooves, they can't make no tools, hardly. But he can kick a little something here, but then they're gonna. So Allah gave the human being this taqween and assigned to them appropriate roles of function, both inward and outward, is taqdir, or measure. They are designed, it said, to float in the air, not swim in the sea. That's the way the bird is designed. The bird, hey man, they bones got holes. They just video bones. You ever see that? Hey, that's why they can fly, because they ain't got no, like me and you, if they had bones like us, man, they couldn't go nowhere. Right? So their bones are hollow. Right? So Allah gave them wings and feathers and all that so that they could soar in the air. But they don't have gills to get air out of water, and they don't have that. So each thing Allah created, imagine the people talking about this creation as an accident that just stumbled upon it. You know what I mean? What do they call it? Evolution of the species, survival, all that crap. I mean, all that stuff. Man, that is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, we can plainly see. So Allah, this hidayah that we have, there are several types of hidayah. I'll be brief. The hidayah of instincts. We all have certain instincts, right? The animals have instincts too, right? The hidayah of senses, smell, touch, taste, and all that stuff. So the human being can do all of that. Then there's another type of hidayah, hidayah of reason, aql. And this is what it says. This is my way, resting upon conscious insight, accessible to reason. I am calling you all unto Allah, and I and those who follow me, and say limitless is Allah and His glory, and I am not of those who ascribe divinity to all but Allah. So this is available to your conscience. You could, you know what I mean? It's not only your instincts say it's all right. You have instinct to feel this way, instinct to feel that way. You know, animals have instincts. Your instincts is not superior to, how can a pigeon fly wherever it want to go? How do it know its way back to where it came? Oh, they can smell stuff. They got pressure in the air. They got whatever it is. They get back. You let them go. They fly over here. Then they fly back. Because those are instincts. The poor bird don't even have a map, but don't have none of that stuff. Me and you to get anywhere close to where we left, we got to have circles and squares and draw lines, right? Yeah, looking all at the stars, now GPS. We got to have GPS, right? They don't have no GPS. They got instincts, right? And their instincts work all the time. If they turn the stuff off, your GPS won't work. And of course, there ain't no juice in there, right? Theirs work all the time, I'm telling you. That's the instincts. The senses, smell, taste, touch, all of those are involved. And reason. There's another hidayah of rububiyyah. This culminates in everything fitting into a mission pattern. And Allah giving you all the needs for you to do that. Whatever that assignment was. You remember we talked about assignments. We talked about stages of growth in the Islamic movement. And that we knew, or we kind of had an idea that at that time, that ilm, that knowledge, that inspiration that we was flying under was not enough to get us to the next stage. That was enough, that was appropriate for that stage. Now we're looking at evolution in knowledge, evolution in guidance. You know, Ihdina Sirat al-Mustaqim. Hey man, that hidayah is big. And what do we have on our side right now? We have all of this. We have hidayah, rububiyyah on our side, which culminates with all of the other guidances and the purpose of creation is on our side right now. So we want to help our little sister, Miss Thornburg, so she won't be so sad. Hey, if she mess with them white folks another few months, boy, she talking about sad, boy, them old meme crackers. Man, they'll treat us so bad. Not her, just the earth. Right? Now.
I mean, they already doing it.
That's what I mean. Okay, but we're not saying go fight them or go argue with them. Okay. You're bad, you want to do that, you're following the shaitan. This is scripture. We know who you're following. That's why we're a little better guided than a lot of people, because we know who we're up against. They think it's science and engineering and all science and technology is something that the Khalifa is supposed to use. The good Khalifa is supposed to use all that stuff against shaitan. Because shaitan got a head start on us. He been laying for this all the time. And he don't rest. The Quran says he is persistent. Hey man, fat boy, that means he persistent. In other words, he always come after you, he always gonna do what he gonna do. And if you catch him, like the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam did, he'll just lay back, and he'll suggest good to you. Yes, he will. Then, after you go to sleep again, he'd be back to his foolishness. Why do you think we have waves in history, revolutions and transitions where there's good flowing? People go to sleep. As soon as people go to sleep, there's a shaitan. Yeah, I knew you suckers wasn't going to eat. Look, because he's been doing this from Jump Street, right? He know your pattern. And there's only a few ways to frustrate this old boy. So let me kind of wrap up a little bit here. The invisible hand of Allah is in Hidayah. In other words, you don't see the hand, Yadullah, but you see the guidance, the manipulate, the direction, you in the right way. Assignment means that the human being has the assignment. Everything has an assignment. Birds have their assignment to fly in the air. Fish have their assignment to swim in the sea. And we have the assignment to help manage all of that for the good. And that's the job that we want to do. And just think about it. The Negro have a chance to influence the earth or the world beyond singing and dancing. Isn't that big? That's big.
Yeah, that's big, yeah.
No. Strategic brilliance and all that.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Okay. Look, we already know what we're doing. We already know. We don't have to pat ourselves on the back or wake ourselves up. We know that that boss man is finished. We know that he can't help. He'll finish himself off no matter what. The only thing is, he'll take you and your children and your family and everybody with him, right? Because in the end, those systems, they go down. There ain't no, intermediate stage. So here's what we want to do. We want to influence the direction of change in the world in which we live in. And for all of, on the bottom and the back and everything, the Negro has always had to play, he's played a role not fitting of historical character and reality. So we want to influence the society beyond singing and dancing. Yeah. That they'll see, man, them niggas can think, damn, man, that's brilliant. That's strategic brilliance. Yeah, that's the part we don't have time to work on all of what we're gonna do going back to Oakland, but there's an adequate supply of good people, willing people to do all of what we talked about. There's plenty of good people. We just gotta go and kind of, like Greta, all her people, you just get them together and start giving them work to do. That's all. They're going through the Negro phase, asking the master for freedom, and he don't even, for their freedom, he don't even know what they're talking about. I mean, he knows the word freedom and liberation, the dictionary meaning of it, but he don't know what it means as far as, he's never had it because he's never conquered his nafs. See, that's the big struggle with conquest of nafs, right? Jihadul Akbar, okay? So he can't give the people are spending their whole lives getting cars, houses, and they committing suicide. Yeah. And the people, nobody can figure out why you got this, why you're not happy. Because they're not doing Allah's work. They're not doing Allah's work. How somebody got 50,000 followers and committing suicide because they're lonely? Right? But if he had 5 friends doing this work, he would feel completed because a human being is a social animal. Up close, now, I imagine we're dealing with it better. I know I am. I did this coronavirus, all that. I do the same thing I've been doing. I just go work out, exercise, eat, cook food, do all that. So, but a lot of people, man, they shooting each other, they breaking up, they killing, they panicking. I said, why y'all doing that? To be around these children, well, you wanted to be around them because you said I was gone all the time. Now you're with them, and now you want to kill them and destroy the poor little things. And all they doing is what kids do, right? And I love my wife, but I didn't think she was going to be like this. You hear all the time, and she always talking about me, or well, fix this and fix that. And I said, hey man, that's what the girls do. They always got a project for you to do. You ain't see them got none for themselves, right? Well, I gotta fix this, I gotta fix that. They ain't got no project, tell the truth, I ain't gonna start them. But they ain't got no particular project for themselves, right? They, what they call them, honeydew project. Honey do this, honey do that, honey do that. And never ending. It ain't like, okay, I get these 10 things done and I'm gonna take a rest. Oh, what you doing over there laying down? Get up, honey, and get busy. Oh no, we haven't none of that. Not in this house. Oh, no, sorry. Right?
No, I'm laughing. I remember there was one day, I think it was around, this is about Brother Tufail. It was around close to Ramadan, and I came here one day. I forget why, but I came here one day and I fell asleep about right there. Right. Just knocked out in Musa for hours. Now, Brother Tufail comes by later that day. He was like, "Yeah, I didn't wake you up the door because you know, sleeping so peacefully." It's like, I know what it's like to be married. You know, the sisters don't let you do that at home. That's what he said. I was like, hey, you understand? You know, because that was about some of the best sleep I had gotten in a hot minute. Right
no, hey man, look, they trying to make men and women equal. They are equal, but they're different. Yeah. That's the flag we fly. I said, girls and boys are different. I don't care what you say, they're different. Like, tell the truth. If you bought me a new Benz, like a couple of weeks ago, do you think I could say to you in a couple of months, are you really my friend? Do you really like me? And you done bought me a Benz, a brand new Benz, just like you got. Right. You got a red one, I got a green one. And you got it for me because we friends. You said, man, I ain't gonna have you riding around in my car, I can get you another one. And you might talk about me and make fun of it, but friendly like, right? Would you come and say, you can buy somebody a house or an airplane that don't make no, do you really love me? You don't